Hello students, sorry I couldn't be with you this afternoon. This video is going to show you how to get started on your shapes assignment. Don't forget to fill out the survey that's in quizzes on Canvas about how things went today. That will be your attendance marker for the day. So whether you finish this assignment or not, make sure you complete the survey portion. And if you do finish, or when you finish, uh, do submit your URL, the link to your Scratch project on the actual Shapes assignment. Okay, so you're logged into your Scratch account. You have clicked on New Project. Very first thing we're going to do is change the name of our project. Programming assignment 1. Now, if you don't have this orange share button here yet, that means you haven't verified your Scratch email, well, your email through Scratch yet. So you need to do that so that you can actually submit assignments. All right. You may, of course, change the sprite here if you want to something besides the cat. If you want to change, there's like a pencil thing that you can change it to if you want, whatever. But something you'll probably want to do straight away is change the size of your sprite so that it's not in the way of your drawing. All right. So most of you did this on the animation the other day. You go to looks, and there's two size commands, change size and set size. We want the set size because that will result in the same thing each time we play the program. If we did change size and put that on the green flag, then our sprite would continually get smaller and smaller or bigger and bigger every time we ran the program. We don't want that. So that's a decent size. That'll work fine. So for this assignment, we're going to be using the pen commands, which are not available unless you go to extensions. So in the very lower left-hand corner, we're going to click on the Add Extension. There's lots of fun extensions that you can experiment with. If you have time, the music one is fun. You can pick different instruments and play notes. There's others that are fun too, but today we're going to be using the pen set of commands. So now you've got a new menu over here on the left, which is pen. When you're using the pen, the first thing you want to do is erase all, and that's going to clear your screen so that when you restart your program, you get a fresh look at things. So then the other two commands we're going to use a lot are pen up and pen down. Pen down means you are putting your pen on the paper, like the tip is on the paper, and when you start moving, it's going to start drawing. Pen up means you're picking your pen up, it's no longer on the paper, and so you won't be drawing anymore. Right? So pen down, drawing, pen up, not drawing. So you'll want to put your pen down. You can change the pen size, you can change the pen color. So, it can be purple. You can set so this is a set color command, but it's also other things. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I thought the size option would be there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So if you want your pen to be a little bit bigger, a little bit wider tip, you can change it from 1. All right. So I hit play, nothing's going to happen. The first shape that I'm going to have you draw is, you can draw any of the shapes first, it doesn't matter what the order is, but you're going to want to tell your sprite where to draw it at. So pick up your sprite, put it where you want it to draw, and then grab a go to command because the go to command coordinates will be in the location where your sprite is currently. So we always want our sprite to start in a certain place when we run the program, and we always want to reset things. So the go to command is very important in resetting our sprite. All right, to actually draw stuff, you have to move. All right, so I'll show you real quick what happens when I move. I'll change this to something bigger. And so I moved, I was facing in the direction 90 degrees, which is right. Um, so it drew to the right and went 70 pixels or whatever that is. All right, you're going to be drawing shapes, which means you're going to be doing some moving and turning. Think about the instructions that you wrote the other day to have your partner draw a square. A square is probably the easiest shape to start off with, if you want to start with that one. The instructions that you used verbally with your partner to draw a square that you wrote down on paper, those are pretty much the exact same instructions you want to use to make your sprite draw a square. So you'll be moving and turning. Go to is only for like hopping to a new place to draw a new shape. Do not use go to actually do your drawing, because that's not how you would tell someone to draw a square. You wouldn't say go to this spot on the floor, now go to this spot on the floor. That's not what you did. You said take some steps, now turn, take some steps, now turn, take some steps, now turn. Because when you have that process of step, step, turn, step, step, turn, step, step, turn, that is repeatable, and they can do it anywhere they want. So whether your sprite is top left, top right, middle, doesn't matter. You can make it go wherever you want and then do a repetitive process of moving and turning. All right. So you can think about what number is going to go here for drawing a square. How far you want to move doesn't really matter. How much you turn does matter for a square, and I'm sure you'll figure that out. I'm just going to show you an example of a repetitive process. I'm going to try and make a little zigzag here. So I'm going to move, turn, and we'll see what we get. Oh, should probably make that a little bit smaller so we can see it. Now, you can see that it appears that there are two lines on my screen, even though my commands only tell it to do a zigzag. This is really confusing to most students, but what's happening is I did not pick my pin up when the program finished, and the first command was for the cat to go to the start again. And so since the pin is down and then the sprite is moving, it drags the pin all the way across the screen. So the last command in your program you'll always want to have as pin up. Oh, and that still didn't change it. Here, let's go. Oh, it's because I have the go to after the pin down. All right, students, this is really important. Make sure your go to is before the pin down, not afterwards, because that picking my pin up didn't work because I'd already put it back down and then I told it to go to, so it's still dragging the pin across the screen. Put your go to before the pin up, and that will fix that issue. So now we have only the drawing that is in our commands and not this extra line that looks bad going across. So once you get one shape drawn, then you can use another go-to. You can pick up your sprite and put it, in the location of your next shape to be drawn, and then you can use another go-to to go over to that spot, put your pin back down in that new location, and then now you're ready to draw your next shape. All right, when you are finished with the assignment, click the share button, copy the address of your project, and submit it on Canvas. If you get really, really stuck, you can feel free to email me with the link to your project so I can take a look at it. And that should be it. So always be in communication with me if you're feeling lost or stuck. Especially when we're online and folks that are always online. Communication is really important, and I want to know if you're struggling out there so that I can help you out. All right, I will see you all on Thursday. Let me know if you need assistance.